My name's John Randolph, and I'm a musician and an audio engineer, and have been for, all of my adult life. Um, I've played in a lot of bands from the time I was a teenager, and mostly rock and roll bands. Most recently, I play in a band called Stag, and then a more gimmicky band called Runt. Maybe Rock Candy. When I first moved here in the 90s, I saw a lot of bands there, and I liked the sightlines were really good, and I was just excited to be in a new city, and there's lots of good shows that came through town. I kind of hooked up with an old college buddy of mine that led to me being in a band at the time through that, at like a Flaming Lips show, and that's the first place where I saw this band Ween play as a two-piece, and that's one of my favorite shows of all time. Gosh, of the places that I have played, I gotta say the Showbox is one of my favorite places to play and see a show. Because, it's just such a big stage, and the sound system's great, and it sounds and looks great in there. Vibe-wise, I really like the Tractor and the Sunset, in part because they're in my neighborhood, and I used to work at those clubs. So there's a little bit of, obviously there's going to be a little feeling of allegiance to those clubs. My friends are owners of those clubs, but if I were to go objectively away from that, I also like Slim's Last Chance down in Georgetown. I really like the Columbia City Theater, it's cool. That Neumos is cool. Underneath that new Barboza place that they've had going for the last few years is a cool, it's kind of a cool place. I wonder how it is when it's really packed out down there, but yeah. Like the old off-ramp, which is now El Corazon. I used to see so many shows there, but I've always felt like it was just laid out in such a weird, awkward way. And I used to love the Hash After the Bash thing. You could get like breakfast at 2:30 a.m. It was wonderful. Yeah. That is still a, ongoing legendary club. Yeah.